We are blessed to be joined tonight by Corinne Owens, the widow of U.S. Navy Special Operator, Senior Chief William Ryan Owens. Ryan was a part of a highly successful raid that generated large amounts of vital intelligence that will lead to many more victories in the future against our enemy. Ryan's legacy is etched into eternity. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, what a moment from last night. President Trump, during last night's address, honoring the widow of fallen Navy SEAL Ryan Owens. He was killed last month during a raid in Yemen, but loudmouth liberals stooped to what is a new low after that very touching and real moment. Listen and watch this.
I wish she hadn't allowed herself to be used as his prop like that.
That's why she's there. Yeah, as a sort of a FU to the people who are criticizing him for this. What's he thinking about? My ratings.
And how many?
Record applause. Record.
What is it?
I'm going to get an Emmy for this. Most applause for a dead soldier on my watch. I mean, this is the sickness of this man.
Prop, dead soldier. Wow. And what was said on Twitter was even more vicious. Here with reaction is the co-host of The Five, Bob Beckel, and the host of Tommy on The Blaze. That's Tomi Lahren is with us. You're not going to defend that. I've known you for years.
No. I thought it was. I felt so badly for that woman. You know?
I wanted to cry.
And it was. It's times like that when I think you could argue about the father disagrees with the mission and all the rest. It doesn't matter. The guy was an American hero, and he went in and he died. And at a minimum, the idea of being able to stand up for 5 minutes and applaud his widow seems to me to be perfectly legitimate.
But, Tommy, all these liberals, snowflake, lunatics, that was so mean, cruel, and heartless to say these things. And I'm sitting there and I'm listening. This guy died. These men and women fight, bleed, and die, so they have the right to be ignorant and stupid. And that lack of appreciation, I think, bothered me the most in their comments.
Well, how condescending. That's what I first thought when I hear them saying that she's a political prop. That's why she's there for Trump's ratings. No. To talk down to her like that, to make her seem as if she's an infant, that she doesn't know what she's there for. Clearly, they could learn a thing or two from Karen Owens. And I would encourage all the women out there that are holding up their F Trump signs and they're marching in their little pink hats. I would encourage them to look at someone like Karen Owens and see what a real woman is and what real sacrifice looks like, because I don't think they get it yet.
My heart goes out to her. What a tough thing that anybody has to go through. Let me play Rosie O'Donnell. And if this represents Bob Beckel's party, I think they're doomed. We'll get Bob's reaction to this.
Yeah.
Even if our major media companies will not call him a liar, we will. He lies. He lies. He lies. He lies. To Donald Trump and his pathetic band of white, privileged, criminal businessmen, I would like to say to him, niet, sir, niet, niet, niet. No, we won't. We've seen what you have done, sir. We have seen your connections with Russia. The game is over.
So that's your part. That's Rosie Mar. Wait a minute. Rosie Mar Moore, Ashley Judd, Madonna. Wait a minute. And your liberal friends that sat on their hands last night, that is your party. It's run by the loony left.
Could you imagine waking up next to her every day?
No. No, not exactly.
Tommy, let me explain something to you. I've been around. I was around for the Lincoln second inaugural. And you're...
For the Lincoln second inaugural?
Yeah, I've been around.
You've been around a little bit?
But you know something? You make the same mistake that Hannity makes, which is you pick out 2 or 3 liberals and you make us all that way. And it's just unfair, uncouth, and sad. And I think a good idea, just to, if I can give you a little bit of advice, I've been at this business a long time. If I were you, I'd be a little careful about generalizing about people.
Well, I'm looking at Bob. I'm looking at the tape. You know what's interesting, Tommy?
Yeah, but you had tape of 4 things.
Tommy, what's interesting is the Democrats that sat on their hands when the president's talking about jobs last night and doing things that everybody should agree on, I think they are responding and reacting to the loudest voice in their party. They're afraid of those people. They own those people in the chamber last night on the Democratic side, is my contention.
More scares the hell out of me, I can tell you that.
Sean, what they're doing is they're reminding those Democrats that voted for Donald Trump, that were kind of in between, didn't know which way to go. They're reminding them exactly why they cast their vote for Donald Trump. And them sitting on their hands while President Trump is talking about American jobs and infrastructure, the fact that they're sitting there and the fact that they're groaning when he talks about securing our borders. It just goes to show why he is the president of the United States and their party lost.
Can I just say one thing? At the end of, he gave a good speech, and of course expectations being what they were. But at the end, he said, let's all get together and unify. This is from the man who for 18 months ripped this country apart. Now, he picked out enemies. He picked out all kinds of enemies. He was cruel.
And you guys, and people on your side call him a Nazi and Hitler and a fascist.
I certainly didn't. You say our side. Would you stop doing that? You want to be...
That is your side.
You want to be
your
lump you in with Alex Rose or whatever that idiot's name is?
Alex Rose? Who's Alex Rose? Can I just say something?
That fat slob who does the...
We talking about Michael Morgan?
No, that guy that Trump's from, the radio guy.
All right, Tommy, we'll give you the last word.
I think it's a great day to be an American. I think that was one of the best speeches I've heard. I'm very proud that, yes, and the left is going to hate this. The left in its entirety is probably going to hate this. But guess what? That is our president, and I couldn't be happier.
Well, you got a lot more speeches in front of you, and you'll hear a lot more.
All right. Thank you both. Coming